Hello, how are you?
Hello, teacher.
Nice to meet you. Lucas,
Yes, Lucas, nice to meet you too.
how are you, my friend?
I'm great. And you?
I'm doing very, very well. I'm in New York City. Where are you, my brother?
No, right, right. I'm from Brazil.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm from Brazil. I'm living in São Paulo. You know, São
Sao
Paulo?
Paulo, yes.
Yeah, São
The New
Paulo.
York City of Brazil.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like New York City.
Okay. So tell me about yourself, my friend.
Good, thank teacher. And teacher, and I'm beginner in English,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm here because and I need to try. I need to improve my English.
Yes.
And so I work with marketing in Brazil,
Okay.
marketing, sports marketing,
Okay.
and in my work I need to talk, and I need to talk in English with my coworkers, and
Yes.
coworkers,
Mm-hmm.
and um, yeah, and in my work it's important English,
Mm-hmm.
and I study English two time per weekend. Yeah, two time
Okay.
per weekend.
Okay.
And that's it. My stories about English, and I have some hobbies in my my daily routine in my Monday to Friday, and I work a lot and I study English.
Mm-hmm.
And my weekend, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and Saturday and Sunday, yeah, Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yes.
and I go to the park, and I study English as well, and um, I watch the movies, and that's it, yeah.
Okay. So, when you watch movies, do you watch movies in English or do you watch movies in Portuguese?
It depends. And when I watch movies, and I prefer English, of course, but when I choose move, and I choose a simple move, for example, and about an simple story, and I
Hmm.
watch I watch a movie enough subtitles.
Right.
But when I watch a movie, for example, Vikings,
I
Vikings.
know Vikings. I love
Yeah,
Vikings.
yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Mhm.
And for example, Vikings and or other and different movies about stories more difficult, new vocabularies, and I prefer with subtitles.
Right.
Yeah, because for me, and I'm beginner, and when I watch in Vikes, for example, it's for me it's so hard.
Right. I
Yeah,
understand. Well, you know something? I highly encourage, Lucas, I highly encourage you when you are watching movies in English to use the English subtitles.
yeah,
Because then if you come across a word that you don't understand, then you can write it down in your little notebook. And then when you come on Cambly, then you can ask a tutor what words or certain phrases that you don't understand what they mean.
oh yeah, right,
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 it's a perfect way to continue to learn. um, and I really do believe that watching films or television series is an excellent way for you to continue to learn English.
yeah, right,
It
that's
really
right,
is. You
yeah,
know,
that's right, yeah.
yeah.
English in Brazil, teacher, and English, it's very difficult and for us, because and when I say in school, yes,
Yeah,
in
in
school,
school.
yeah.
Mhm.
When I was a young, I
Mhm.
studied in school. Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
yes,
And
yes,
yeah,
that's correct.
and when I studied in school, and I didn't study in English, and in Brazil, English it's very simple in school,
Hmm.
and 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 when I nowadays, and schools in special schools in English, it's very expensive, and
Right.
for month. And in Brazil, people don't speak English and only Portuguese, only
Right.
Portuguese. Yeah,
Right.
and yes, in the English, it's very hard for us in Brazil.
Right.
Yeah,
Because you don't get a chance to practice.
yeah,
Right. So I
right.
mean, I know in school. So a lot of my Brazilian students that I meet, they read English very well. Right.
Yeah,
Their
right.
their listening skills are quite good.
Yeah,
Their grammar is pretty good. Their vocabulary is okay.
yeah,
But what it is that they don't get enough practice speaking,
yeah,
as you said.
right. Yeah, sure.
And the other thing that I find, and this is not just for Brazilian students, I think for students everywhere, is that their friends, their fellow countrymen, are more critical of their English than native speakers are.
Yeah,
Native speakers, if you, Lucas, were to make a mistake speaking English to me, it's not a
yeah.
big, you know,
Yes,
it's
yeah.
not a big deal. But your friends or other Brazilians, they're going to be the one. Oh, he made a mistake, and
Yeah,
they're
yes,
the
teacher.
ones who are going to be more critical.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I know.
And
Yes.
and that makes it harder for a lot of students to find people who uh, who they can practice their English with at home
Yeah,
because it's more of a competition.
yeah,
And it's not a competition. It's
yeah. It's not.
about
Yeah,
work. You know.
yeah. I agree. I agree with you. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you said you work in sports marketing, right?
Right.
Do you have sports in your background? Were you an athlete when you were growing up?
Um. Yes, and I started practicing sports,
Hmm.
and I think that 4 years ago, 4 years
Hmm.
ago, when I start work with sports, and when I was a teenager, I played in sport, but it's not serious.
Okay.
It's like it's like player, only player and
Right.
sports, right?
Okay.
And but now I practice sport a lot, and
Right.
I love running, riding the bike,
Yeah.
and go to the gym.
Right.
And yes, have you heard and Under Armour? It's
Yes.
brand. It's brand.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know Under Armour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I work there. I work Under
Okay.
Armour. And I work
Okay.
Under Armour in Brazil.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
There
I
you
work
go.
in, yes. And yeah, for me, when I received and this job, and I started work there,
Hmm.
and I feel more helpy about sport, more, how can I say, and more, and any emotions about sports, because I
Right.
work I work with sports,
Right.
and sometimes I talk with, and I took the past, yeah, the
Yeah.
past,
Took
yeah.
is the past. Yeah. Took is
And
past.
I
Yeah.
took I took with athletes, yeah,
Oh,
athletes, and
okay. Hold on. Let me stop you there.
okay,
You wanted to use the word talked. You
thought,
talked. So talk
thought.
is the past tense of talk.
Okay, thought, talked, talked.
Yes.
Good, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, yes. I talked and with and athletes, yeah,
Athletes.
athletes,
Athletes. Yes.
athletes, right?
Mhm.
Athletes, and I'm feel I'm feel happy about sports, and okay,
Mhm.
I think in my mind, and oh yeah, I started practicing some sports. I started running, football,
Mhm.
bicycle. Yeah, that's it. And I love sports. Yeah,
Okay, there you
yeah,
go. And so you understand competition. You
yeah,
understand
yeah,
competition. And when you talk with athletes, these are people who their life is competition,
yeah.
right?
Right.
Well, learning English is not a competition.
Yeah, yeah,
The only person that you are competing with is yourself.
yeah, yeah.
That's it,
I agree.
right?
Yeah,
And
right.
having patience with yourself, giving yourself, knowing that sometimes you will feel like you're making a lot of progress, and then sometimes you feel like you're just standing still, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know.
But with continued practice and having conversations, your English will get better and better and better.
Yeah,
You know,
step by step. Yeah,
yes, step by step,
yeah,
step by step, my friend.
yeah.
You know, so there's something that I want to talk to you about.
Okay,
This is an app that I recommend to
right.
students. It is called English News and Levels.
It's app.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
app for your phone. Yes.
All right. I I gonna write. I'm gonna write here this minute.
Hmm.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Good.
So what I like about that application, Lucas, is that it gives you a news story. All right. When you download the app, you will hold on one second. Sorry. All right. When you open the app, what you will see is like this. It has many different news stories. Can
Oh,
you
okay.
notice that?
Yes, yes, I can see.
All right. And each story it gives it to you in three levels of difficulty of vocabulary,
Right.
right? And so you can choose any category. It has sports,
Oh,
news, all that kind of stuff. So it's many different categories of news. And it gives you each story, as I said, in three levels of difficulty of vocabulary. And usually, when I work with students, what we do is I have it on my phone, they have it on their phone. We open it up. We decide. They tell me a story that they're interested in reading. They read to me. I help them with pronunciation of words if that's a problem. If there are any issues with vocabulary that you don't understand, I help you with that. At the end of each article, they give you a list of the words in the article that may have been difficult, and
right.
they say this is the meaning of those words. And then you take it up to level two, and you
All
read
right.
the same story with a little bit more difficult vocabulary. Then you
Sounds
get
good.
to level three with the same story again with a little bit more difficult vocabulary.
Okay.
What is good about it is it helps with the vocabulary, but also we then have a conversation about the article that you just read,
Right.
because having the conversation is really important.
Yeah.
Because you can read the article, no problem, I'm sure. You can do all of that stuff, but where it really is important is okay, we just read an article about sports, the Olympics. Now let's talk about it. How do you think? What did you think about what you read?
Yeah.
And we go back and forth, and the conversation is where you really get to practice your English and expressing your ideas and your thoughts in English.
Right. That's right. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
yeah. so it's a really interesting and
Yeah.
effective application for your phone.
Good. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And it's very important, teacher. It's very important, teacher. And in your opinion, and I have one question about progress
Mm-hmm,
in English. And
mm-hmm,
for example, and sometimes, and I feel very confident and
mm-hmm,
very confident in English, and I open on Cambly. I talk with teacher here, and I feel happy. I feel confident. I feel very smart in English,
Mhm.
but and other on the hand, and and in other day or other month, I don't know, and sometimes I feel not happy. I feel not confident. And I don't know. But I'm studying. But
Mhm.
sometimes I feel here in how can I say in when yeah, in first one it's
Mhm.
very good, but other day, oh my god, my progress it's down,
Right.
and
Right.
but I am studying, but it's
Right.
it's crazy in my mind. Oh my god, I think, oh Lucas, I don't know, English it's very hard. it's
Right.
it's it's normal in during progress in English.
Yes, it is. It is. And you have, that's why I was saying to you, sometimes you're going to feel like you're doing very well. And then sometimes you feel like you hit a wall and you're not going anywhere. And you have to be patient with yourself. That is a natural thing, you know?
Yeah.
But the thing is that you will, I don't, how long have you been on Cambly? How long?
I think one
Okay.
year. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sure when you started 1 year ago, you were not where you are today,
Yeah.
right? In
Yeah.
comparison, when you think about
Yeah.
it,
Right. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So just imagine where you're going to be 3 months from now, where you're going to be 6 months from now,
Yeah.
where you're going to be a year from now. You are going to get better, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
but it is going to take time, and it is also going to take a little patience.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
But it's never just one thing. It's not just Cambly. It's listening to podcasts.
Mm,
It's watching movies. It's reading books and articles. It's all of these things that come together to make it happen. Again, to take it back to being an athlete, you have to sometimes you have to work on your basic fitness. That means running, calisthenics. It means lifting weights, right?
yeah. Yeah. Right.
Sometimes you have to work on the things that are specific to your actual sport at the same time. So if you're a football player, it means working with the ball and working with your teammates. It can't just be just lifting weights. You have
Yeah.
to do all of those things together to make yourself the athlete that you want to be.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same with English. It is learning all these different skills and putting them together and practicing conversation, which is going to make you a more proficient, a more fluent English speaker.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And so, and all of that takes time and it all takes patience,
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah.
you know?
Yes. Yes. I agree. I agree. And because and for example, and in in my weekend, I have one teacher in Brazil,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and and I study grammar. I
Mm-hmm.
study grammar and vocabulary, and
Okay.
but in my lesson, I don't have opportunities in talking English and conversation with my teacher. I
Mm-hmm.
study only grammar, and in my day it's very difficult because I work a lot, and I
Right.
I study English for 15 no and 1 hour and for day or 15 minutes is it's
Right.
difficult, but I think and I need improve my listen more because when I put in my mind and new words, new
Mm-hmm.
voice,
Mm-hmm.
and I can speak and more, yeah.
Right. Well, then listening skills to improve that, it really does mean listening to podcasts, listening to
Podcast. Yes.
radio, watching movies, watching
Yes. Yeah.
television series, listening to audiobooks, you know,
Audiobooks. Yes, I know. Yes.
that will help you with your listening skill. Listening to music in English,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
that is what is going to help you with your listening skills.
Yeah. Do
Mhm.
you, do you have one podcast and for recommend and me?
No, and the reason why I say no is because you have to choose the subject of the podcast based on the things that you are interested in.
Ah, okay.
For me, I am I am a musician, but I
Right.
love I love science and technology. I love I love world culture. So if I were listening to a podcast, I would choose something that talks about the subjects that I am interested in,
Ah, okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
Because that is going to hold your interest.
Ah,
You know
interest.
what I
Yeah.
mean? So if you're interested in a subject, then you will continue to listen because you're enjoying it.
Yeah. Yeah. Interest. Yeah. Yeah. I
And
agree.
enjoying what you're studying is the key to learning. All right.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so if you, Lucas, and I'm just going to throw out an example, if you are interested in cooking, right,
Yeah. Yeah.
then you would listen to a podcast about cooking
Yeah.
because you're going to listen to it and enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that is what I say. Look at different podcasts and choose subject matter that keeps your interest, because
Interest.
then that way you will continue to listen.
Yeah. In my case, and I love it. I love sports,
Right,
and I love culture and
right,
yeah, country foods. Yeah.
exactly. So I'm sure there are a lot of podcasts out there that talk about sports. I'm sure there are a lot of podcasts out there that talk about traveling around the world. you know so
Yes.
choose those subjects. When you go on YouTube, choose videos about the subjects that you like. you
Yeah.
know
Yeah. Yeah. I
and,
know.
and that is what is going to keep you interested, and that is what is going to help you learn English.
Yeah. Teacher. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Good. Good.
you
Good.
know because you say now you have your teacher who, basically what you do is you study grammar with that person, right?
Right.
So that's great. So you have that covered. So the rest of the stuff, make sure it is things that you enjoy,
Yeah.
because grammar can be very boring.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
Right? So
Yeah.
so since you're already doing that,
Brain. Oh my
that's
gosh.
fine. But the rest of the things, make sure it is things that you enjoy. You know,
Yeah. I know.
you want to be listening and you want to laugh because something was funny and you enjoyed it. You're going to remember that stuff. You know, so that's going to be cool. Mm, oh, shit.